So in life, there are lots of opportunities for failure. Some of you experience them on a regular basis. And the way we get better at doing the things that we need to do is by trying those things again and learning from the bad experiences that we have. So if you don't attempt again, you can't fix the things that you're messing up on, right? You gotta, if you're messing up both hands together, isolate a hand. Even if I'm not telling you to, it's okay. If you're like, I need to work on the left hand part for this, I'll figure it out later on the right hand. That's cool, I get it. So break it up however you need to. If you need to work on the right hand part and not the left hand, that's fine. If you need to work on just the left hand and not the right hand, that's fine, okay? But constantly improve yourself. Don't let yourself get stuck in a rut where you're like, I can't do this, and give up on it.
Alright, it is a brand new week. Hello everybody and welcome to Monday, July the 19th, 2021. Band camp started today and it went great. I'm not going to talk about it because there's a lot of footage. I recorded over an hour today, so we'll have to see how the rest of the 3 weeks go. But I want to talk about the SEC Media Day today because Shane Beamer spoke at 4 o'clock today. In which, he did great. He basically won the whole thing. I want to mention a few things that kind of got brought up. He mentioned getting the tight ends involved, which everybody loves and wants to get the tight ends involved. With Beamer saying, we want the premier tight ends in America. That's the way we're recruiting right now, to go get those guys. Throwing in a hit in reference to the hashtag We Want Delp, which references 4-star tight end out of Georgia, Oscar Delp, who we are in a commitment battle for with Georgia. In which, he caught wind of this and said it was super cool hearing that. I definitely want to be at a school that utilizes the position. I'm really feeling the love from the whole USC fan base. But we've been going crazy all over social media with the hashtag We Want Delp. At one point generating 2.2 million interactions, I think, in the past, in like a 2-week period during sectionals. So yeah, that's great. Keep it coming. And then he mentioned the 2010 season, where we beat Alabama #1 at home, we beat Tennessee, we beat Georgia, we beat Florida, we beat our in-state rival team, and to go to the SEC title game. Yeah, Beamer never said Clemson yet. He said things along the line of that school in the upstate, our in-state rival, so just absolute gold, and I hope he never stops. And yeah, Beamer is just relentlessly optimistic and kept peddling that during media days. I'm saying, I believe the best days of South Carolina football are in front of us, and I couldn't be more excited to be the head coach. And I'm 100% convinced that the best days of South Carolina football are right in front of us. I couldn't be more excited about that. 2 quotes in 2 different press conferences. And he said, we lack nothing needed to be a championship caliber program. He thought that 7 months ago when he took the job, and he knows it now. So yeah. But he's not all drinking the Kool-Aid, though. He knows that, we're in the midst of somewhat of a rebuild. I was hired for a reason. Frankly, this was a 2-win team last year. 2020 is behind us and we're moving forward. But to say we don't have holes on the roster, an issue that we need to get right, would be naive of me to say. But yeah, it's great knowing that, the optimism and the potential that USC has, but, where we are right now with, the holes in our roster, especially at, positions like wide receiver and defensive backs. But yeah. He loves our fan base and he loves the passion that they have. He knows that they expect to win big. He wants it to be a program like that. So yeah, you love to see it. You got a lot of people saying that he won media days, and I feel like he definitely did. And then to cap it all off, there's this iconic Steve Spurrier picture of him at an Arby's post media days. And he redid it. He recreated the picture. Yep. Beamer just keeps piling on the W's, and it's great.
All right. Let's talk about scales. I think the best way for me to teach you this is the way that I learned and understand it, and that is like this. So let's say that we need our C minor scale. Let's start with the C major scale. How does it go? C, L,
D,
B,
D,
D,
F, G, H, B, C.
What?
H?
They do use H in some Or like B's.
Oh, I thought we were just doing the alphabet.
It's only day 2.
C scale. The way to make a scale minor is to alter 3 notes in it. You alter the 3rd note by making it a flat. You alter the 6th note by making it a flat. You alter the 7th note by making it a flat.
Okay, now there's a B flat C sharp.
All right, Zachary, don't answer. B flat and C sharp could coexist. Those are not the same notes.
Yeah, but like flat and sharp.
We also need to lower our 7th scale degree. What do we do here?
That's like
Are you gonna see that?
shredding sharp cheese with a dull cheese shred.
So here's our D minor scale. D, E, F, G, A, B, C, sharp. Cheese have to do with anything.
No, you didn't.
Legitimately anything.
It's an analogy.
I
Now,
swear,
okay,
that's about
can you explain your reasoning on this?
Okay, so there's a flat and then there's a sharp. So it's sharp cheddar being shredded by a dull cheese thing.
Grater.
Grater. Is it grater?
Yes, it is cheese grater.
Did Mr. Grant talk to you guys about tonic and dominant?
Probably not.
I think he probably said
He
it.
probably did.
In high school band, I think he probably did at some point. So tonic
Yeah.
is like home base. This is where the piece is centered around. Dominant is like away from that point. So you go from tonic to dominant and back.
What am I doing? You're in high school band. Is percussion is really their show boss. We don't listen to it.
But you should listen because that's an important thing. Go. No. Yes.
All the dominants are natural. Because they're the dominants. See, they're all natural. For every scale. Including all.
Rip.
No, but like they're their own form. They're not moved. E flat and B flat is E flat's dominant. It's still the dominant.
I think you're dead, man.
Look, there's C and G, and then D and A, and there's B flat and F, and then there's the A.
Are you saying that they don't change?
They don't change.
Yeah,
the
they don't
dominants
change.
don't change. Okay.
Well, yeah, we've only changed the 3rd, 6th, and 7th scale degrees. We said that, and that was the first thing I said. We changed 3, 6, 7. 2 doesn't change either. That makes you feel any better. 4 doesn't change.
But everything.
Everything has a what?
Not every dominant is gonna be natural.
Not natural.
That's what you said.
That's what you said. Okay. Does anybody have questions about this?
Zach, you might want to go ahead and ask us.
What's he talking about? Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
But it seems like
He
it's
doesn't know what he's
valuable
talking
information.
No, it's not. He's an idiot. Now, Brennan, if you will start the met on 60, when we get to letter A, turn the 8 notes on. Cool. We're going to go from the beginning up to B with the metronome on. Everybody set?
Alright, it is a brand new day. Hello everybody and welcome to Thursday, July the 22nd, 2021. Band camp. That's what my week's been. You saw we did some full band yesterday, so that's going pretty well. Put the whole opener together with the band. Of course it's rusty, but it's doing pretty good. They're progressing and everything's looking good. It's draining. But yeah, I want to talk about some baseball and football today. Because baseball, coming, on Monday, we hired our new pitching coach, Justin Parker from Indiana, who, was the associate head coach and the pitching coach. And he's been, from what I hear, a stud hire, in which his staff ranked 3rd in the country in team ERA. So, that's great. Looks like we're going to get another elite, young and rising coach in the game. So you love to see it. And also on Monday, we picked up a hell of a transfer from Virginia Tech and Kevin Madden at .313 with 4 home runs and 37 RBIs. Immediate impact in the lineup and at third base, which, we definitely need because we lost all of our guys to graduation or the transfer portal. And then Thomas Farr signed with the Reds, Brett Carey signed with the Angels, so they are gone. Bosnick announced his return today, so that's great. Yeah, the 2 of them are going to do great in the big leagues, and then Bosnick, great to see him coming back. He's going to have a hell of a 2022 with us. And then we also had the welcome home from Sunday the 11th, which is Keenan Nelson Jr. as expected, a 4-star defensive back out of Pennsylvania. Once again, Shane Beamer's going up to Pennsylvania and committing highway robbery against Penn State. You love to see it.
That was awesome. The one that worked the best was the Darth Vader's march. That works with everything. Dude, I'm actually gonna do that. I'm gonna do that instead. And Mr. Steph's gonna hear that. He's gonna be like, you fool. He's just gonna have the name tag. You fool.
Alright, it is a brand new day. Hello everybody and welcome to Saturday, July the 24th, 2021. Band Camp Week 1 is over. It's been a day, it's been a week. Just been recovering today, and wouldn't you know it, it's already 10 o'clock at night. When all I've been doing is editing the Band Camp video that I'm trying to get out tomorrow afternoon-ish. But yeah, throughout the week, Wes Clark signed with the Brewers on Thursday, and Brandon Jordan signed with them on Friday. So they're going to be gone, going to be missed, and they'll do good things in the big leagues. And at this point, Brett Carey, Brady Allen, Wes Clark, Thomas Farr, Brendan Jordan, Danny Lloyd all signed with their teams. And Julian Bosnick is returning. Andy Peters is still undecided, but it's looking like he's going to sign. The SEC really does just mean more, doesn't it? It is Sunday, July the 25th, 2021. Obviously, I want to talk about the report that Oklahoma and Texas are moving to the SEC. This report first broke on Wednesday afternoon during band camp, then it quickly escalated. Supposedly this has been in the works for a few months and could be official tomorrow, with Oklahoma and Texas telling the Big 12 we don't want to renew our media deals and we want out of the conference. And it looks like this got out through Texas A&M, that they might have leaked this, try to stop this, because of course there's, A&M got out of the Big 12 because they wanted separation from the teams like Texas. So they're not too happy that Texas is moving to the SEC, it looks like. And, there's evidence that, because this happened literally right before Jimbo Fisher spoke at SEC Media Days this week. And that Texas A&M was the only school to bring their athletic director. And he was ready, willing, and able to answer any questions. I guess, except for, this move. Just saying we don't want it, basically. But yeah, this move would, this would completely change college football as we know it. Make the SEC the first 16-team super conference. With a few different models. Looks like we could just keep our Eastern and Western divisions. With the West becoming Oklahoma, Texas, A&M, LSU, Arkansas, Missouri, Ole Miss, and Mississippi State. And then the East becoming Alabama, Auburn, Georgia, Florida, Vandy, Tennessee, South Carolina, and Kentucky. That would be the less than ideal, setup. Having to play Alabama every year. Shudder thinking about that. Another idea would just be, which seems to be really popular, is the pod system, which I feel like has been popular even before Oklahoma and Texas move. But the SEC this morning proposal came out, like they said, Thursday morning, that a proposal would be Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, and Kentucky in a pod, Tennessee, Vanderbilt, Alabama, and Auburn in one, LSU, Mississippi State, Ole Miss, and A&M in one, and Arkansas, Missouri, Oklahoma, and Texas in one. The idea is to play a 9-game conference game schedule, play the other 3 teams in your pod each season, 2 games against each of the other pods each year, and then host every team within 4. So that'd be interesting. You'd have your Florida and your Georgia rivalry every year. Georgia, South Carolina would happen every year. Have Tennessee and Vanderbilt every year. Tennessee and Bama every year. Bama and Auburn every year. Mississippi State, Ole Miss every year. LSU and A&M every year. Oklahoma, Texas every year. The only game that would be missed on this is A&M, Texas, which was the big rivalry up until A&M left for the SEC. But yeah, this would probably be the end of this would definitely be the end of the Big 12 as we know it. Kansas already seems to be looking, talking to the Big 10. Baylor, TCU, and Texas Tech maybe moving to the Pac-12. But yeah, other conferences are gonna have to expand and try to catch up to the SEC. Well, a possible merger between the Pac-12 and the remnants of the Big 12. But yeah, basically this would have a seismic ripple effect across, the entire landscape of college football that would be felt decades down the road. And we'll just have to see how this develops further, but, it would surely be a lot tougher for USC if the Beamer experiment doesn't work out and we have to rebuild when, presumably Oklahoma and Texas will be in the SEC. Because, at this point, it feels like it's going to happen. Like, on Wednesday, I was like, this is not going to happen. But the thing developed and picked up way more steam, and it looked like this is going to happen. Just interesting. Really interesting going forward to see how this works out. Another news, the band camp video went out today. That's good. And we got band camp week 2 starting up tomorrow. And yep, at that point, it can be, it all starts over. Band camp week 2 this week. Band camp week 2 video out next Sunday. Nothing like the daily grind.